Hey guys, Wolvie here with a special presentation for the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia Global for the 10th of July 2020. I'm going to be doing an analysis of sorts on Cater's rework. It is confirmed that she just got her rework on Global last night, for those of you in or near the United States. So we're going to go over the information for her rework. We're going to go over the banner she's a part of. My personal thoughts and all that stuff regarding Cater. Alongside some announcements at the very end, I do want to warn everybody the usual disclaimer that this is my opinion only. And another thing, I do have a fan going on in the background. It's at the lowest speed, so you might be hearing it. So I do apologize in advance about the fan. So we're going to go into the information regarding Cater's rework. It's a pretty big one. But I do have my thoughts on that, but that's going to come later. So I'm going to do a quick pause of the video so that way things don't get caught here. So, oh, never mind. So with Cater's rework, what this is a pretty big one from the first view. So for Cater's rework is going to be as follows. You have here Crystal Strength level 45 passive. It's now called Charge and Dodge. Dodge up. Instead of Triple Slip Dodge up. So this has so it's pretty much the name of the passive is now changed. Now you have here Crystal Strength level 50 passive. It's called Unwavering Courage. The rework here, it says here, has a 2-hit magic brave attack and HP attack. Increases bravery by 30% of HP damage dealt. So she does have a means to counter when invading. Now, Crystal Strength level 54. This is Charge and Dodge attack boost up. This has a moderate raise to her attack. This is outside the already large increase of her max bravery. Now, Crystal Strength level 55 passive. This is a Blizzard Rock, Blizzara Rock extension. This has 3 additional uses. Now, when using Blizzard Rock, it is complete. It looks like here it says completely single target with the HP attack portion. However, this also has a group magic brave attack, so that's that on that. The max bravery limit here is up to 120% of max. The Blizzara Rock has a raise of up to 150%. This is also looks like here. It also has a 1-turn lock on every target. And either waiting for Blizzard Rock or Blizzara Rock. This is of the ice element. With Crystal Strength level 60 passive, Triple Slip, she does get one more use in the rework. And the reason why I worded like this on purpose for Skill 1 and Skill 2 is that it's for those who've been playing this game for a long time. Because we do know that before the rework, she already gets more use of Triple Slip, and she already gets 2 more uses of Blizzara Rock. So that's pre-rework. Post-rework, it's more uses. And this is all the information here, so we'll do a bit of a scrolling because there's a lot of information to take in regarding Triple Slip. I will add here that this is where you get the ice enchantment to yourself. And I think this does trigger the Blizzara Rock for Blizzard Rock. So this is all the information here. And this is the information regarding Charge and Dodge when this becomes active. This Brave Attack Plus becomes Charge Shot, which is HP damage. And HP Attack Plus becomes Wide Shot. This is AoE Splash Damage. So she does have ways to get the AoE splash damage, so that's that on that. With that out of the way, we're going to go into the banner itself that it's a part of. So, alongside Cater's EX weapon, we do have the EX weapons for Yuri from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. and the Emperor for Final Fantasy II, alongside the return of their 15 and 35 CPU weapons. We're going to go into the information here for Cater's EX weapon. The name of the weapon itself is called Erinya's pistol. The EX ability is called Consecutive Rounds. So you have the information here on the base form pre-realization. And it does have this new in-frame debuff called Landmine, which is the information you see here upon its expiration. Now we're going to go into the pre-realization information. So this is 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, and 3 out of 3. And 2 out of 3 pre-realization, she gets a new in-frame buff called Lively Magicite Pistolier, which raises a max bravery attack, amount stolen bravery may exceed max, and restores a certain amount of bravery. 3 out of 3 is the recast speed. Now this is post-realization, so there's a lot to take in. So 0 out of 3, this raises the max brave overflow limit to 150% from 120%. Increase duration of Lively Magicite Pistolier to 8 turns from 4. 1 out of 3 is a raise to max bravery and attack, moderate. We have here the information regarding charge it, dodge, and Lively Magicite Pistolier. So she gets these right out of the gate. And 2 out of 3 post-realization. 3 out of 3 post-realization. Now this is done twice. And it has another raise to the max bravery limit overflow from 150% to 180%. And this is the information here on the landmine triggering at this point with the post-realization. Her A sphere, the evasion initial attack shorter, and boosts initial brave and attack by 10% for 3 turns when invading enemy attacks. So here is what I think about this. For Cater, is that her rework and her EX weapon came too late. You have here Emperor, one of the banner mates. He already has 3 framed debuffs with those traps of his. I feel Emperor is too much for Cater to even be considered. Now, I already did my free multi-pull here, and I only got a copy of Yuri's 15, which I already have that passive, so this is a bit of a lackluster in my personal opinion, but this is if you already have Emperor. Emperor is more than enough, in my opinion. Now, with Cater's rework, I do feel that they could have done a bit more. And the reason that is like with what she does, you already have Cloud of Darkness. And Cloud of Darkness, when you already have her set up like 3 out of 3 post-realization, have everything, her passes, all that stuff, Cloud of Darkness can already do what Cater's able to do, and that is solo varying content. Now you have an Ultimate Esper Trial coming up known as Ultimate Alexander. Cloud of Darkness can already solo that by herself. So can Lightning. And the latter with the proper setup. So I don't think Cater is as worthwhile of a pull in my personal opinion as before. However, if you are a newer player, I will say that she is a must. But she is also part of the Cursed 6. She is one of 6 units where you need certain passives in order to make the most out of her. Now, one of the passives that Cater desperately needs 3 copies of is Blizzard, Blizzara Rock, Triple Slip, 2 stars, which is 1 more use of Blizzard, Blizzara Rock, and 1 use of Triple Slip. So she needs 3 copies of that. She also needs 3 copies. I forgot the name of the exact passive. I can give you the descriptions where she gets a raise to her max bravery and attack when buffed. She needs 3 copies of those. And this particular passive, I believe, is 20% to both. So she desperately needs 3 copies of those. Otherwise, I don't really think she's going to be worth it as somebody to get. And she has, in my opinion, the same problem as Cryo. With Cryo, with her rework and her EX weapon, is that she needs to be at 3 out of 3 post-realization. And that's the same problem Cater has. So while Cater's rework is excellent, they could have done a little bit more. Now, with my final thoughts on all of this is that with Cater, her rework, it came too late in my opinion. You already have units who could do varying things that she could do, but better. With the lock, that's just, with the whole lock mechanic with Cater, this is where I felt she really kind of fell apart. Because if you look at people who have that target thing like Celeste and Gallup and Edge, those three even have better locks in their own right than Cater. I mean, Celeste has 2 ways to give a 4-turn lock onto herself. You have Warrior Light, his provoke quote-unquote mechanic. That's even better. You have so many proper teams whose provoke/lock mechanic outdo Cater. I mean, granted, she has a way to counter, but honestly, this is a little bit too late for Cater. As much as I think she's a fun unit, she's not an absolute. Even though she can do really good with her rework, but she's also one of those who works best by herself. She's not that good, in my opinion, where instead of working in a team, and the evasion rate's not 100%. So, again, the whole thing with Gallup, Edge, those are more guaranteed. With Celeste, her lock is even better. It's like, yeah, she's not that worthy, and to be fair here, if she were to be given a second rework, and I'm talking about Cater here, is that the evasion needs to be at 100% in order for her to compete with Celeste, Gallup, Edge, Warrior Light, Zack, the tanks that have the better lock mechanics and or better evasion. And the thing is, she also does need a little bit more of a guaranteed way to do the provoking aspect. And so I do feel that she kind of needs some better ways to do AoE damage. Because you have to do some setup, and it makes her a little trickier to use, in my opinion. So, with the announcement, as I promised, is that I'm going to be doing rework analysis for the remaining characters who have a rework coming through this month, meaning Saz, Raijin, Rydia, and Quistis. And there's going to be one more video coming where I'm going to be giving my thoughts on who got the best rework for July. And for second reworks, if any one of them, should they get the second rework, I'll do my current the top pick. And that's going to be, as always, my opinion only. With that now out of the way, I will be getting going because I need to get ready for work. So with Wolvie here, signing off, I will catch you all on the flip side.